Call the meeting to order. Kelly, if you'll take roll call.
Peter Boyer, Mayor.
Present.
Martin, Council.
Present.
Jim Ficken, Council.
Present.
Dan Sabrowski, Council.
Present.
Everyone rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There you go. It's like, it just doesn't sound right.
Something was missing.
Doesn't fall.
I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of December 2nd, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I would entertain a motion to approve the payables list for December 16th, 2025.
So moved.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I would entertain a motion to approve the financial reports, balance sheet, detailed income statement, and trial balance for the period ending November 2025.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. And that takes us right into you, Mr. Holscher.
Mayor and council, you have my report. I think everything is pretty much covered in it. Some of the things in it are kind of previews of coming attractions that we're going to have to probably deal with early next year. So, I draw your attention to those. We've got some standard codes that need to be updated. And we probably need to determine exactly how we're going to handle those going forward. But unless there's any questions, that is pretty much it.
Nothing.
Not that it was boring. Nice to be on.
Yeah, it didn't be dry I think forward. Apologies. All right, moving on. Ray, what do you got there?
Still pretty slow in the engineering world for us. We did have the meeting with Visionary to discuss their build outs in north of McMurray. They anticipate getting started as soon as possible. We just had some minor permit issues with the application, so we resubmitted that to them, and hopefully we'll get that back tomorrow, get those approved, and they should begin as soon as they have permits. They'll start calling in locates, and so they'll start from the alley there behind Bell Vista and then move north down Nez Pierce, I believe. And then from there, they'll start working down the sides. So that should start happening here relatively soon. Then this evening, I did receive an email from Krista Johnston. She's the wastewater operations manager for the city of Casper. And that's she also is the manager for the 201 interceptor sewer, which bar none is a part of. And they've had some unforeseen capital emergencies that they've had to take part of correcting to the tune of many hundreds of thousands of dollars. So they are doing a budget amendments here soon to take care of those costs. But the additional costs, basically what it amounts to is that bar none is responsible for a little over 3.3% of the additional costs, and those costs will be realized over the next 3 quarters of the fiscal year. And that additional cost is anticipated to be just under $34,000, and that will come, and really what it amounts to will be however much the expenditures are. If the expenditure are less, then they'll take that from our total amount. So that the issues that they had was some the North Platte River was undercutting the North Platte interceptor sewer. So they're going to have to make that repair so that they don't lose that interceptor sewer and start pumping sewage into the river. They've also got the next phase of their interceptor sewer replacement. So there was some some loan fees that were incorporated in that, as well as the wastewater treatment plant master plan. That fee is going to the fiscal year 26 budget. And the blower building suffered some catastrophic failures, so they had to replace transformers and blowers in the building, and that was about $300,000 for those repairs. So those are the things that they're taking care of, and just wanted to let you know that's coming down the pike.
So do we get billed for that, like in a one-time fee, or does that incorporate into like what we pay them on a fee basis?
I don't know that answer. How do we pay this?
Capital stuff, how do they bill us for that?
Okay.
But I don't know how they're gonna break up this, because this is additional.
Right, so it says the cost will be part of the quarter 2, 3, and 4 expenses beginning in January. And so over the next 3 quarters of billing, that's when the $34,000 will be billed out.
Appreciate it, Ray.
Yeah.
Any questions for Ray? We'll probably be discussing that more in the future, I imagine. So keep that on our radar. Any-
Guys, Mayor, Council, so during my report, if you have any questions, I don't have anything to add, it's all pretty big, up to date.
I don't have anything for you. I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't use cut and dry. That was rude.
Unremarkable.
Unremarkable,
It says
standard fare.
report.
Okay, yeah, I don't, you guys got anything for Stu? No? Right on,
Sure.
easy enough. Moving on then, Sonny's not here, he's out of town. You got anything?
A couple things you want me to pass on. So 4 people, Drew, Richard, Blake, and Justin, all passed their EMT class. They'll be taking the national registry soon, so we should have 4 new EMTs. 4 people are going to advanced EMT class starting in January, so that'll advance our services we can give. 6 members are starting the firefighter 1. And myself and Matt are done with our engine boss. We'll have engine bosses of our own to go out next year.
Fantastic. Good news.
Pass on.
Right on. That's really good news. You guys got that done fast. I wasn't expecting that done until, to be done until next year sometime, so
And as you know, Sonny sent us down to Laramie to get most of it signed off, so we're done good.
fantastic. Good news. Anything for Dave? No? All right, you're off the hook, man. Dustin, you are up, sir.
Mayor and council, you have my report there in the packet. I don't have anything to add. I did want to highlight the good news. We did get notice from Wyoming Department of Homeland Security. The initial notice that they will award us a grant for the purchase of backup electric generators at our water storage tank and booster station. So there's a little more paperwork that I need to submit to him. And the man is on vacation this week, so nothing will probably happen till first of the year, but
I expected everything starts to slow down this time of year, so it happens. It is what it is.
that's good news.
Excellent news.
That was such a great report, but it was really funny because your jingle bells are jingling.
Something wrong. Let them.
Testing my ability to.
It made the good news even happier, you know, it just made it even better. Oh, it was awesome.
Angels.
Been that bearing that
Yeah, trying to maintain my military bearing while looking at your shining,
that's a
blinking,
Festive.
beard.
That's so good.
Perfect.
Great news.
Well, that's good news, man. We needed to do the public hearing.
If it's advertised.
Okay. Perfect. Anything for Dustin? You got anything? No? Perfect. All right, moving on. We'll open it up for petitions and public comment. You got 3 minutes. The time is now yours.
Ken Hume, Zuni Trail. This is more for Ray. I was just gonna bring it up when we were talking about it earlier. If they're gonna come through with fiber and they're gonna drill, or they're gonna to run, something down the sidewalks, we need to know when they're gonna do it and how far back, because I've spent a bloody fortune on rocks in my yard. And the last thing I want, believe it or not, you can do that. The last thing I want is to have them come in and trenching my yard and burying half my rocks. So if we could just have them tell us, okay, we're going to be coming down Zuni Trail West this week, I'll get my rocks out of the way. That's all I needed. Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Any other petitions or public comment? Once. Twice. Sold. That was brief. Wow. All right. Well, moving on then. We will go with Wind City No Prep. I would prefer it, yes.
Sure to heck with it. Shoot that.
It is Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I brought up to Peter that for next year's series of races, if that's okay with everybody that we do that, we are gonna up our safety. So we are considering getting some concrete barriers. The ones that are,
Jersey barriers.
but they're 10 foot long. We want to get 40 of those, so about 400 feet. We would like to set those on the shoulder of the road, right where the spectators sit. It's only on the left side. It's gonna be quite a bit to get those. But I think this year, if we don't get them, we're not gonna do them because there was an accident in Oklahoma this year where towards the end of the race, a car went off and actually at the end right there, it was the EMTs and the firefighters and everything. Somebody did get seriously hurt. So I think just with the amount of cars and all of that, just to be safe, we want to do the barriers. With that, I think we can get barriers sponsored, but the moving of them is the hard part. We would like to keep them in that area so that we don't have to have the construction people load them every time. I do have access to Knife River. They did say that they can take them off the road, put them in like past the ditch part after each race. But that's something that
Talk to McCray if he's good with leaving them on the property.
Yeah.
don't ever have any spectators on the right side of the road. Just at the starting line, kind of by the fire trucks. So it would just be 40 barriers, it'd be 400 feet.
So sorry, I don't mean to interject, but if I don't ask the question, I'll forget it. So are you planning on storing them here like the whole time? And then, so is it like you put them at the beginning of the season, you store them there, and then at the end of the season, you take them?
Yes.
Okay.
So it would be
Just wanted to clarify that.
the dates also too, that I would love to see if you guys do the garage sale. Car show, that's the other one, kind of. Wait a minute. But yes, the barriers, I would love to store them either on the shoulder or after each race, we can move them over into the dirt. Knife River said that they would, I can get the barriers sponsored for delivery and pickup. But maybe once, not 3 times. It's kind of costly too.
Right.
It cost me at least $150 per barrier.
What wide is the shoulder on that road? Like about like that?
There's enough room.
The white line over.
I mean, if you set them right on the edge of that concrete road,
So
I
would
don't know how much room the race takes up, but
we have any issue just up all summer?
it doesn't bother us at all. Not our way.
That would be easiest,
Illegal.
right? Just set them up and leave them up all summer.
Add anything legal about that or?
Didn't want them on the road part, if you want them, you know, cause there's that being.
There's kind of a drainage, there's a pretty steep drainage ditch right off the road.
I think you can leave, as a legal matter, you can leave them there, but I think the question is twofold, is whether it creates some sort of a traffic or maintenance issue. So that's probably maintenance, as well as the police department. I mean, I don't have a clue whether they create some kind of a traffic problem or a maintenance problem.
They wouldn't, that road is wide enough. That road is wide enough.
Some reflective material to.
Yeah.
At least the ends. So we'd have to look and see, and then I would say also check YDOT. See if they have any requirements, parameters for that as well, because now you're changing all that stuff.
Yeah, so I think that's a municipal street.
Yeah, it's our road.
So, yeah,
If it's reasonable.
I mean, you'd want to check, I mean, you see them on highways and whatnot, so, I mean, it's probably all right as long, but we ought to at least check and make sure. Or you- Yeah,
Let's do this. Let's do this. I don't think anybody's against the idea of more safety. So let's do this. Why don't you get with Steve and Dustin and maybe go up there and just kind of game plan it out. And then,
I'll get the dimensions. I don't even know how wide they are.
right, I think they're about 24 inches.
24 inches.
24.
I think.
Long between-
So game plan it out with them and come back with a plan of, you know, exactly
Hate to be a problem.
what you think would be, because I don't think anybody here is against the idea. It's just, we just kind of want to, it's kind of why I wanted you to have come in, so we could talk about it, have all these other ideas put into it so that we can kind of
If you're.
commiserate on this and figure it out. And then that way we can all kind of work it out. Make sense?
Potential.
So just,
Spectators, we do about, so we only race 8 miles, so we're even half of that for spectators.
right. Cool. Well, I'm all for it. I don't see a problem with it. Like, I think you probably, I'm pretty sure McMurray or Robert McMurray is the one that owns that property. So just make sure he's okay with it.
I am in contact with his land police.
Fair.
For Spogo.
Oh, God.
So,
So as long as he's okay with it, council's okay with it, just come back with a game plan with Dustin and Steve and, you know, just get with them after the meeting or whatever, get their phone numbers and contact them and talk to them.
do you guys have any idea what you're doing?
Oh.
I know the car show is usually like the third weekend of.
No. What are the dates you're wanting to do?
You just don't.
June 20th,
Okay.
August 1st, and September 12th.
I can't remember.
Sure.
I thought it was the first. I couldn't remember if it was first or third. Yeah, first Saturday in June, and then we may do another one. Okay, in August. So you should be good.
Like mid-August.
We could work around. I mean,
I
if
don't
you
know.
guys have yours, we can work around it.
Dave, do you know when we usually do the car show?
It's in July. Last year was like July 19-ish.
Yeah, it
And
was,
just, we look and try to find a weekend where there's no other car shows, no other stuff going on. So it's.
And,
But it's really,
It's hard.
look at it. Yeah,
There's so many of them.
Mhm.
so you're looking at what dates? June what?
20th August,
20th.
September 12th.
You get that?
Almost August 1st.
August 1st and September 12th.
That. Oh, yeah, so you should be good. Yeah,
Perfect.
we can work around the,
So are you cool with coming back next meeting and being like, hey, this is what we came up with?
Yeah, you want me to draw a picture and stuff?
Sure. That'd be great. I mean, I already know what West Wind looks like, but
to stand up, and there has to be a
let's
stick
stand up
figure.
every single time.
Stick figure. Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.
Anything for, you guys got anything?
Tuesday of January is the next meeting. So we got plenty of time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Dan, do you have a regional water report? Was that the last meeting?
Pretty quiet. No, there was a regional water.
That's right. It was this one. Yep.
Yeah, about the, they did vote to secure a $20 million loan at 0.25% interest for 20 years from the state for it's been in the works for years, through an EPA directive to upgrade our disinfecting, equipment.
Isn't that the UV stuff?
Yep. The loan will actually be for actual costs. They just max it out at 20 million. So whenever that project's done, whatever the final outlay is what the loan will be.
Okay,
Pretty good terms.
it's not too bad. Right on. Tyler, you got a Parks and Rec report?
Tiffany and I have begun conversations of collaboration, and the next big event that we have is the Easter egg hunt. So, trying to figure out when to do. There was a lot of great feedback from the craft fair. It was under attended for what we want, but everyone who did attend was very happy about that. And there's been requests to have another one. So, yeah, those are the plans. Grateful for town staff help and for the last event. I think we talked about it. The last event we did had more volunteers than I've ever seen in my 6 years of helping with town events. So that was pretty epic.
That's awesome.
It's very encouraging. Yeah,
Love it. Cool. Is that it?
that is all.
Man, we're gonna have a quiet few months. Parks and Rec, huh? Okay, well, we got some business licenses that we need to approve. Unless anyone has seen anything amiss, I would entertain a motion to approve business license 2026-05 McDonald Dumpers LLC.
Supposed to be dumpsters.
Dumpsters.
Read the next column over.
Well, it's,
I know that's fun.
Interesting. It's an interesting visit.
I read the same thing.
hey, I read it as it's written, man. That's why you gotta be careful what you put down. You can put anything on that teleprompter. I'll just keep rolling right on it, man. Hey, they can put any name for their company, all right? So anyway, I'll entertain a motion.
Move.
Or second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion?
So many.
Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I would entertain a motion to approve business license 2026-06 McDonald Landscaping.
Move.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Move to approve business license 2026-07 RW Specialties Incorporated.
Thank you.
You're coughing us.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. I entertain a motion to approve business license 2026-08 Happy Hearts Childcare.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. I entertain a motion to approve business license number 2026-09 True Books Accounting Services.
Some second.
Did you get that? Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I have one other thing. Two things actually. No, one thing. The council opening advertising will close on December 31st. Yes. So December 31st is when it will be closed out. And then after that, we will start planning on doing contacting people to do interviews. So just for everyone's information, so they all know now. We're all on the same page. And that's it.
I move to adjourn.
Aye.
Not yet. Okay, you pointed at me because I always.
Well, I was going to ask you. For that thing.
I'll be attending the MPO meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
And so yeah, I got in contact with those people. Steve gave me their emails and been talking to him. So
Right on.
at 11 o'clock Thursday.
Let's put that on the next council meeting. You got any? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Anything for you?
in the nature of Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, if you've ever watched that show, the Metro Animal Board meetings have moved from monthly to quarterly, saving a significant amount of taxpayer dollars.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah, there you go. I'm
Fantastic.
happy to report that.
That's awesome. That it?
That's it.
Dan, you got anything?
Nada.
No? All right. Well, everyone, thank you for wearing your Christmas sweaters. And Jan, thank you for, except for you, Mike. And Jan, thank you for wearing bells. And yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. So anyway, hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's a really great time of year. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I hope that you are blessed. I hope that your lives are enriched. And I hope that you spend great time with your family, and that for all of you that are Christians, I hope that you enjoy this season of hope in Christ, and that it is a wonderful time of year for you, and may God bless you. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
To adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.